What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Dinger. No, this is Weekday Wagers. I've gotten so used to saying that. But I am your host, Daniel Greer, and with me today is Marky Model. Mark Wallace is here to join me. And we're going to give you a WNBA play as well as an MLB play today. And then throughout the show, we will be discussing the World Cup, Messi's incredible hat trick, and then Ronaldo playing right now live. The game is 1-1 at halftime. With Ronaldo being 41 years old. So the last time we'll see him in the World Cup, I would assume at this point. There's also day baseball happening that is going on right now. We have three guys that we have predicted to hit a dinger today in those games. And so with all three of those games happening live, we might get lucky and see one, but we'll also kind of watch these games live with you all. If you have any questions about anything that we need to look at or a game you want us to watch and tell because of certain players coming up for a certain play, you let us know. I'd be love to go ahead and tune in live for you. So let us know in the chat. But go ahead and keep filing in and having a good day here on a Wednesday. There is no Robbie Hockey, so I had to make sure we brought the energy. And Mark Wallace, what up, man?
Hey, I was just checking the scores, trying to stay on top of this MLB stuff. And obviously the World Cup. I mean, we got Portugal and Tonga in a tied-up match. So, yeah, look, it is Wednesday, midweek, hump day, and I'm ready to get into it.
I like it. It looks like Buckets went 18-0 yesterday.
That's crazy.
I don't think he went 18-0. I don't think that was right. But I think there was a loss somewhere, some in there. I think it was like 13-1, which in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He crushed it. He predicted all four games to come out at a certain score, just a random plus 1,000, plus 1,800, just sprinkle plays, and he cashed all four of those. Pretty crazy. But Boogie is celebrating the orange and blue skies, and Boogie, I'm curious what your thoughts are. Do you think, what's his name that came up with that? The guy that's Spike Lee. Sorry, I was drawing a brain fart real quick. Spike Lee. Do you think Spike Lee should get a ring? He's been a fan, the most notable, famous fan for the Knicks. Should he get a ring?
No, who cares? That is absolutely... Whose stupid idea was that? Spike Lee's?
I don't know. I'm just repeating what I see, and I thought it was a great idea because it's Spike Lee.
Whatever. Yeah, give Spike Lee one. Who's the comedian that is doing their commercial? Tracy, the comedian.
Oh, Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Yeah, he deserves a ring because he's a big fan. You know what? Give everybody big fans because they've all gone through this. Every Knicks fan deserves a ring. Stupid idea.
All right, well, let's pivot from there and go over to what Messi did yesterday, talking about deserving a ring. Messi has been incredible, and he was incredible in the first game. 3-0 for their win. All three goals on his back. A hat trick. The oldest player to ever have a hat trick. Is he just like one of one, the absolute GOAT, like no questions about it?
Listen, you would expect that you would see some sort of decline, and maybe he is not the Messi he was years ago, but he is still the man. The man. Yeah, what he did is not just, it's jaw-dropping incredible.
Right.
You know, and yeah, we talked about Philip Rivers playing quarterback at the age of 45 and, you know, Rodgers still playing and continuing into, you know, his 40s. This just not, I mean, what Lionel Messi's doing is absolutely incredible on a stage where you're getting the best of the best.
Right.
I mean, this is, and if you don't believe me, look what happened on Monday. Spain. I'm still salty about that. A draw.
The salsa team.
Yeah, Carpe Diem.
Yeah, whatever it is. Whoever they are. My friend was at that game, and his wife was like very timid on asking, like, so how, you know, did you enjoy it? Because she knew the result because she has a young son, and he let her know and watched the whole game, whatever. And it was like 0-0, and she's like, okay, that had to suck. and asked him when it was right. He's like, it was amazing. Like everything about it was great. Yes, they didn't score. They controlled the ball the entire game. All the soccer nerd stuff that honestly I can't get down on either. But he enjoyed it being a true soccer fan. But it was what Spain did was crazy. What Messi did is incredible, and now what Ronaldo is doing live 1-1 at halftime for Portugal. He hasn't scored yet, so that's let's put that back. Maybe this is the GOAT conversation being put at rest early in this World Cup, but it's crazy that he is 41 and honestly still lacing him up for sure.
Yeah, I think you start thinking of people that you put in that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, SGA, just incredible what they do in their sports. Basketball with Jordan, SGA again.
Yeah.
I just think you're not taking the bait on this one. All right, that's fine.
No. I'm not doing anything with SGA anymore. Like he's moving over to Nike.
I saw that.
His shoe won't sell there. Like it doesn't matter, dude. Nobody likes you. You're not one of the part of the hooper community because that's what Jordan was. That's what Kobe was. That's what Ja is. Like these are guys who can sell shoes because they have an aura to them. He's aura farming because that's what the little younger boys do these days. And I can call him that because he is barely 20s, whatever, 26, 27. I don't know how old he is, but the dude is a nerd. Nobody likes him. Nobody wants anything to do him like outside of his team. So because of that, you're in a small market, Oklahoma City. Nobody is buying your shoe. You chose to go to Converse first. That's stupidity. I don't care. Whatever. So they're buying low on SGA because they know they already had him in their back pocket with stupid Converse that should even make a shoe anymore. It's so bad. But let's move on.
Gotcha.
I'm over it.
Do you think this is Ronaldo's last season of playing soccer entirely? He's over in the Saudi league now, not getting as much attention as he would in La Liga that he was getting before. Do you think he's done?
I would say it's on him at this point. He's not playing for championships. Like he's not doing that. He's doing it because he's a public figure. If he can still go, I would assume his life is pretty normal at this point for soccer in it. So for him to step away, it would maybe take a lot because soccer, you can work yourself down to what Messi and all these other people might be doing. When you come to America and you play in the MLS, you can take, get more money, take less, you play less, like your schedule is a lot lighter. So that's what you're seeing him do. And same thing for Messi. And so because of that, I think that he'll continue to play as long as he wants to. I don't know if that's 45. I don't know if that's 48. I don't know what it is. It could be could be his last year. I don't think he plays in the World Cup again. And if he does, it will be on a veteran role in a sense. And it's going to be hard for him to be a veteran that's maybe not playing the heavy minutes or starting. It'll be interesting to say the least. But
would you rather? I see, and I agree with you. But I think instead of coming back as a veteran on the roster, I think it's almost better served as a coach at that point, and you open up that space to allow some talent to come in.
No, dude, coaches
what do you mean? They're tied 1-1 with Congo right now.
Coaches are a different animal. Not everybody that played a sport is a good coach. Not everybody I don't care if it is Messi, I don't care if it is Ronaldo, not even MJ. You realize sometimes these guys are wired so differently that they're so egotistical, they're so confident. It's hard for them to get down on a level and explain something. The best coaches are the guys that are put for basketball, just kind of talking about that. The best coaches a lot of times are these guys that are the end of the bench guy, the guy that's maybe the eighth guy, the ninth guy, or the point guard of a team. Those are the guys because they see the game differently. But also you've been seeing the game a lot if you're the eighth, ninth guy, right? So it's different. So there was rarely do you see a guy that's a superstar turn into a coach. And that's the issue. We saw Steve Nash try it. It's still tough, but either way, that's enough on soccer and everything else we're getting off on. Before we get to our picks, let's go ahead and look at day baseball real quick. Let me know what game you want us to actually look at. So let's go ahead and look at this one first. We're looking at just Cincinnati and the New York Mets.
This is wow.
This isn't good for Miss Kim here in the comments. All right, Juan Soto is up to bat. What I do want to do, I want to see Marcus Semien hit. I believe he's hitting fourth today. And I don't know if you watched the Daily Dinger, but we cashed on his plus 200, I believe, his walk. I'm trying to look it up real quick. So Marcus Semien plus 200 on a walk. So already hit that. Good. All right, we're going to the Reds here. So let's move over to this game where we have two guys that are actually on the Nationals, but it looks like Kansas City is hitting. Anything on these games that you're looking at all?
Wow. I thought the pitching would be a hell of a lot better in that New York Mets Cincinnati game. Was actually on the under 9, I believe is the line that I had this morning. They're already at 8. That's mid 6th. That one scares me. I just
stay away.
Yeah, at this point, because at this point, one or two things. The Mets are going to
Met.
Yes, and all of a sudden, this explosive production is going to go AWOL, or they're just going to keep pounding the hell out of the Reds. And the Reds right now are just the Reds are spiraling. The Reds are one of those teams that are. You look at them and you approach them with anticipating to fade them, regardless of the matchup right now.
All right, well, let's look at some other games real quick because that game, Kansas City is playing 2 outs, therefore nothing on that one. But then we have Philly and the Marlins, and so we do have a Daily Dinger in this one, and that is Bryce Harper and a walk. So any idea if he's done either of those?
I can tell you right now. Hold on 1 second here. Bryce Harper looks like
it's top of the third, 6-4. What a crazy good game so far.
Looks like he has walked. I'm telling you, those. Listen,
plus 154.
If you're watching this show and you watch DG's Daily Dingers, I am telling you right now, play the walk on them. Also play the walk on it. Those things have been money. Even when they don't hit home runs, they've been getting walked. It's incredible.
Yeah, it has. Looks like Stott is coming up. So the bottom of their order is what's coming up. So let's move on from that game. And I agree with you. The Daily Dinger has been crushing it because I gave a plus 525 for a home run for Semien, a plus 200 for a walk. If let's say you just split a full unit, I don't know, you're still getting your return on investment is plus 200, no matter what. And if he somehow gets a home run there, Bryce Harper 350, 154 was the walk, and then C.J. Abrams was plus 480. Walk is plus 190. So we can go and look at that game as well.
Hey, you want another one?
Yep. What's up
in this Phillies game? I'll tell you this right now. This is an auto bet for me. I don't care until Kyle Schwarber's strikeout line hits over 4.5.
Yeah.
Then I'll lay off it. Until then, it will be a daily bet for me. This guy is, I don't know what he is seeing, but he's already struck out twice. He is a solid daily strikeout. I mean, it's solid. So, yeah, there's a little bonus. Keep your eye on Schwarbs.
All right. Keep your eyes there for sure on Schwarber. Let me scroll down a little bit, take that stupid Geico thing off. Look, see, it just popped up again. I was wondering why it kept popping up. All right, so in this game, we do have Matt Olson from yesterday. Matt Olson's coming up. So that ticket is still good because it wasn't suspended. I'm sorry, it was suspended. It wasn't.
The game was suspended, yes. It wasn't
canceled, yes. So most bets, if you put one in yesterday, it's still active unless you have a weird book. But some books do different things, so just kind of pay attention to that. We'll watch Matt Olson hit. And then we're going to watch C.J. Abrams hit. But anything, looks like we're starting. Do you have anything in these games of Detroit, Houston, or the other game of San Diego, St. Louis?
No. Actually, I do. St. Louis, I had St. Louis to win straight up on the money line. Okay. San Diego right now is another one of those teams. God, I hate having to root for the Padres, but the truth is that they just absolutely suck right now. Their offense is entirely gone.
Aren't you a
They,
Padres fan?
I am,
That
I am,
sucks.
but I'm a bigger fan of money, which is why I'm laying my bet with St. Louis Cardinals. It's simply because right now the Padres, over the last 15 days, the Padres are like second or third worst as far as total run production, and yet they're allowing the fifth worst. So it's just everything is so skewed right now that yeah, it's frustrating as a Padre fan to watch. As a money fan, let's go Cards.
All right. Well, we do have CJ Abrams coming up to bat here. So we're looking, we need one of two things to happen. We need a home run or a walk. That's it. One of the two. We don't need anything else. So we need this count to get 0-2. That way he can swing for the fences if he needs to. But also it could take us into getting walk territory. But I know I'm not even looking at the comments right now. But somebody's going to end up spoiling this for me way ahead of time. So I'm not even looking at you nerds out there telling me spoiler alerts because I know we're probably behind. Dude, all right. So we're two. So, oh, yeah, I said it wrong. We were 0-2. That's what I said on accident. I meant 2-0, not 0-2. This sucks. We need somehow 4 straight balls or a dinger right here from CJ Abrams. Okay, that's a good one. That's way out of the strike zone. What an idiot.
Swinging strike.
What?
He's another one that's a good first strikeout, CJ Abrams.
This is the second at bat, which you already did have a strikeout in his first at bat. All right, we're going to even this up. And he flied out to right field. Where? Oh, that wasn't great. All right, well, that was short. All right, let's go to the Braves game real quick because we do have that one on Matt Olson. It looks like Matt Olson should be up, and he is. All right, we did get a ball in the first one. We had a walk on him yesterday. I cannot remember what it was. It was like plus 155, I believe, if my memory serves me well. And so this one is what we're looking to get. Mark, you still remember what tarp soft means?
I do.
All right, good. Just making sure. Well,
Thanks,
at least
Nate.
you're riding on the tarp soft bandwagon at this point. Called strike outside. Don't challenge that one.
He's not even moving the bat. He doesn't even care.
Did he swing at the first one? No, he has it. Batter timeout. He needed a timeout. He needed a timeout. And this is Robbie Ray, which crazy. I guess it's because it is starting in the third inning. But Robbie Ray is that's not a strikeout. That is a foul. Robbie Ray he loves giving up home runs. So this is even better. Even though it is lefty on lefty, I do like Matt Olson still. But we'll see. All right, so we got 2 strikes on him with another foul ball. That was way outside. All right, so
while we're waiting for this one, I will tell you one of the other markets that I have really been enjoying is that first at bat, like a guy like Kyle Schwarber, take his first at bat to result in a strikeout. Yesterday it was at plus 235. It's cash money. I am telling you, these guys that strike out a lot, they're doing it in the first.
All right, Mark. We need a dong or a walk. Come on, Matty-O. Come on, Matty-O. This is like the day after.
Watch. Swing into this.
Shut up. God. No, foul. That's why I don't even look at the chat when we're watching these live games. Oh, that's no. Foul. Sorry. I thought my thing just did something different. All right, come on. Last one. Come on. If this is like a 15 pitch at bat one, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, walk!
Walked him.
Sounds like we're in the money. All right, so there we go. Matty-O just took a walk. This is a day late play. So everybody that's been watching the Daily Dinger, thank you, because that's really what it comes down to is cashing these tickets. But we also want to cash with our plays. So let's go ahead and get to our plays. And Mark, you'll be up first. What you got?
All right, let's go to the W. And no jinx here. Boogie, if you're still here, dude, it's at Better Days Ahead. It's right here. Send me a message. Give me that email. You got some stuff coming your way, my friend. because the Lynx did exactly as Boogie thought on Monday. They better not jinx me here because I'm going to be riding the Lynx. And I'm banking on the fact that Minnesota is going to continue to look the way that they have and be the class of the WNBA. And they're not even playing with Nafisha Collier yet. The Lynx are 11-3 this season. They've won 9 of their last 10 games, and they just demolished Portland on Monday by 33 points. They lead the league in scoring at 92.6 per game, and they own the best point differential in the WNBA at 13.2. Why is that important? Because we need them to clear double digits tonight. We need them to win by at least 10. This is simply a team that has just been blowing opponents out on a regular basis. The matchup history is just as convincing when you start looking at what they've done with the Sparks. They've won 9 straight road games against the Sparks, and they have covered the spread in each of those 9 contests. Los Angeles has struggled against quality competition all season long. They've lost 6 straight home games against teams with winning records. I am telling you, I love this spot for the Minnesota Lynx here tonight. The Sparks, little fun fact, they also rank dead last in opponent points allowed, surrendering 90.4 points per game, which is dangerous, especially when you're facing the highest scoring offense in the league. Expect this one to be a blowout. Give me the Lynx.
All right, let's go George Springer here for a walk at plus 131. So I just gave you the Matty O from yesterday at plus 155. Gave you the one this morning, whatever his name is. Marcus Semien at plus 200. Bryce Harper was another one at plus 154. We're cashing in on these walks because the books, they're playing games with us this season. I can't give you the walks parlay from the pitchers because they're just being weird, but we can target in on the actual players, which we're then targeting in on the actual pitchers. But we're looking at George Springer here, who is going up against a guy in Jake Bennett. We don't know a lot about him, but he is a lefty. He has faced 49 batters this season from the right side of the plate and walked 4 of them. So he has a decent number. But the thing is, consistently walking and putting people on base from the right side, George Springer, a right side hitter. But also I started looking at George Springer's stats, and he has had at least 1 walk in 6 of the last 10 games, but he's had 10 walks over those last 10 games. So when I look at this, I think George Springer's going to be patient. He's the leadoff hitter there going up against a guy. So he is the away team leadoff hitter. So we have a potential fifth at bat as well to get us a walk. And so we just need 1 walk from our guy, George Springer, to cash this out. Another plus money play at plus 131. All right. So those are our plays. We're feeling good about it, except for the live stuff's not happening right now, which is no fun.
And Portugal just scored a goal but had it taken off for offsides.
Oh, please tell me it wasn't Ronaldo.
It was not Ronaldo.
Wow. Well, shout out to an old friend of mine, Eric Peterson. I really got started doing a lot of the podcasting, a lot of the video stuff. In all honesty, starting out with The Lead Sports Media. So if you're a fan of sports in general, go check out The Lead. But he is actually watching the show. He just texted me. And so I was just able to text him back while you were giving your play. So I heard nothing about it. But the links should cover the night. That's all I heard. But shout out to Eric, the team over at The Lead, doing big things. But let's go ahead and look at these games real quick before we move on to our daily dinger. Is there anything else happening that we need to pay attention to? Looks like we have a 3-2 game in Atlanta, San Francisco. The 7-1 still for Cincinnati and the Mets. Did Marcus Semien, he grounded it out. All right, so missed that on that one. It's all right. At least he got us on the walk already. 4-0 still. Kansas City top 5. So I wonder what happened last inning. Do we know?
In the Kansas City?
In the Washington.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
This is great video for our friends waiting on us. All right, so it looks like it was Abrams got out again. Yeah, ding dong. No, we watched that game. We watched that. I'm an idiot. Maybe it's the Phillies is what I was looking for. Who's coming up in the Philly side? Because we're looking at Bryce Harper to get a dong here, right? Play-by-play over here on the app. Stubbs. So Stubbs is the last hitter. Who is coming up after Stubbs for the Phillies? All right, so we're going top of the order. We'll check it on that one. So it is the top, and it looks like there are no 1 out. So we should have time to go ahead and give our daily dinger, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's pivot to our daily dinger here, unless Jeff says this is all falling apart without Robbie. That's not true.
It's
That's not true. This is actually not falling apart, which is good. All right, let's get to the actual daily dinger here. What do you have on this list? We have Shohei Ohtani at plus 160, Nick the Big Amish Kurtz at plus 220, PCA Pete Crow Armstrong at plus 340. Dude is on just a roll right now. It's crazy. Ben Rice plus 385, and then Rafael Devers plus 400. Oh, my guy's off the list. Who you got?
Cook me up a little Ben Rice for dinner tonight. Listen, Rice is one of those kids. He is stepping up in place of Aaron Judge, and he is absolutely seeing the ball so exceptionally well right now. He is in a groove, and I think tonight, especially against I just drew a blank. They're playing Chicago. They're playing the White Sox.
That's great.
They blew up the White Sox last night. Expect Rice to go off tonight. He wasn't part of that big scoring run that they put together in the 7th and 8th innings. Look for him to be in the mix tonight.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with my guy who's at a plus 600, not on here. And it is a guy who I've practiced saying the name. It's Ceddanne Rafaela for a dong at plus 600, going up against Max Scherzer. And I like Max Scherzer to just kind of be flat, because that's what Max Scherzer's doing. Everything he throws, there's no bite, there's no cut. It is just flat fastballs. And so Rafaela, who honestly, he has went against Scherzer, 2 of 3 against him, but everything that he's actually done against him has looked really good. Everything has been hard. Everything has been in the air. And so today, the weather looking really good in Boston. Scherzer throws a flat fastball again for Ceddanne and crushes it plus 600. I like it. He's so due. Or he's talking about Vladdy is so due.
He's talking about Vladdy. Yeah.
Vladdy
home run tonight. Look, Max Scherzer
sucks.
He's done. He's done. This is his last year. We will not see Max Scherzer next season. If he makes it all the way to the end of this season, I think that he is a shell of the pitcher he was. And it is, you see it now. Hitters are just teeing off on him, and he's no longer dominant pitcher. He is just trying to squeak through innings now, and it's actually sad.
Yeah, well, it's sad if you're a fan of his. It's not if you're not. Let's move from that back to hockey, because it looks like the Golden Knights promoted Ryan Craig. He was their AHL coach. What do you know about this?
So the Golden Knights moved away from Torts after one season.
Not the Ducks coach.
Not the Ducks coach.
The Ducks coach.
No. Although he may now be available to coach the Ducks.
We're good.
I doubt they'll take it. We're good. All right. To say that I wasn't shocked, it would not be true. I think them moving away from Torts was shocking in and of itself because of the success that he had so suddenly, and not just turned a season around, but got the Golden Knights to the finals of the Stanley Cup. And then you say, yeah, okay, but thanks. It's been a good run. You know what I mean? He wasn't here for half the season. And
I wonder if that was more of what the conversation was prior to him coming, was we're going to bring you over, but it's not going to, this is just a Band-Aid. I don't know.
But that may be, but, until he gives you a reason to rip off that Band-Aid, we're the Band-Aid.
It's true. Yeah, I think there was a chance that they could have signed him to a long-term deal, and just kind of keeping him around. Obviously, he got paid for what he did, but for him to bring that team back together, because they weren't playing well at all. And when he got there, they started playing well. So I wonder why they went after the young guy, unless they thought they were going to lose him. And that probably is what it is.
And I think, look, you're talking about a Golden Knights team that is full of veterans, guys getting up there in age, where they're expecting, my guess is they're expecting to have quite the turnover this offseason. It's going to be hard to juggle and keep that team together. So as they're bringing in new players, younger players, that's where a guy like Torts has always struggled.
Yeah.
And he's been masterful with experienced teams, horrible with young teams. And I think that that's the direction that the Golden Knights are headed. That's why they bring in a coach who is used to developing players in the AHL to get them ready for the NHL. I just think that it is sad to see him used when, as Boogie says, damn Torque got used like a doorknob.
True that. All right. Well, Copan82 is coming in here saying, don't underestimate Mad Max. He's going to pitch a gym tonight. I will be shocked if he does. Listen, I think he gets shelled again.
Mad Max. Mad Max is more like angry toddler Max at this point. He's not doing anything but.
Yeah. I don't think he's Mad Max anymore. He's like Bad Max is what he is. But do you remember where you were 32 years ago?
I do.
O.J. Simpson's Bronco chase.
I do.
Where were you?
I was 32 years ago. I was home on leave from the Army. I was in my parents' living room watching the whole thing unfold.
Mm.
And I remember I literally I'm picturing the furniture. It's funny because that's funny only because if you'd have to know my parents who have moved 18 times before I left the house, so we were basically nomads. But yes, that's where I was. I was on the floor there. They were just I was watching TV or watching a movie or something. And it got interrupted for the Bronco chase as they were going down.
That's crazy. I remember I was playing basketball. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember why, where. I just remember we were playing basketball and somebody told us. And we went to go watch it. That's all I remember.
You were in, but you were still in high school.
Yeah, I was in high school. What year was it? 32 years ago, so
94.
Okay. I think she said 1994. Yeah. No, I wasn't in high school in 1994. I was a young buck. Huh. That was 10 years old? Wow. Wow. I can't.
You were born in 84?
Yeah. So not 10 years ago. Anyway, I would have been younger. Let's go to this.
You would have been in grade school.
Yeah, I would have been a lot younger. I was sitting there thinking like, wait, 32, I'm 42. I've been 10 years old. Anyways, let's look at this game again. I want to look at target. We're looking at Bryce Harper, who's coming up next. But here's your guy.
Schwarb, already with 2 Ks.
Oh, he fouled. Give him a chance. He's trying to not have do you know what the golden sombrero is?
I am telling you, Schwarb is a strikeout, just an ATM all day long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In fact, it's funny because I would, if you want a bonus play for tomorrow,
sure.
Parlay a Schwarber strikeout along with a Simeon strikeout. You get decent odds. It's cash
just a regular strikeout or a first inning or
if you want a plus money play, Schwarber first plate appearance to result in a strikeout. Now, obviously, I look at there was a reason I didn't play him today for a first at bat strikeout simply because, which I should have, but
yeah,
I didn't trust the pitcher. But you get a guy up there. Who did they play? I think it was a few days ago. They're playing the Brewers, Mizorowski.
They had no chance.
Yeah, right. You got a guy who strikes out more than 50% of the time. Did he? Oh, Schwarber grounded out.
Yeah.
Right.
Schwarber did. No, this is Bryce Harper, who's gonna honestly. He saw that. He saw middle, and took a hack. I have belief. I'm not watching the video, but I have belief he took a hack. All right. That looks worse than it does. I have learned that about these the game, is it called game plan, game something? Anyway, it looks worse than it is because as it's coming through, it's just biting hard. And he probably swung in a decent area, just bit hard. So yeah, don't worry about. He's not swinging at bad pitches, guys. Relax. You relaxed. No, you relax. I'm relaxed. You relaxed.
They're all running in off the field, so it looks like they struck him out.
He struck out swinging. All right. Well, enough of that today. That is our show.
I love how all the little white squares are just grouping and running back to the dugout.
All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us today. A little bit longer of a show than we normally do. And I am normally not on Wednesdays. It is you and Robbie. And we're eventually going to, once football gets here, make changes going back to the schedule. And we're trying to figure that out. But I do have a community post there in Weekday Wagers to ask about what type of NFL videos you want to see. So go do us a favor. Go check that out and give it a vote there. I saw this morning at one point, it had, however many of the votes were, I don't remember that, but it was at 50% for touchdown videos. And I know that I'm pretty sure we're planning on doing that, but would be like, Monday Night Football, anytime touchdown, Thursday Night Football, anytime touchdown, Sunday Football, anytime touchdown, play like those videos for that throughout the week. We're also looking at maybe like a long shot, like a value touchdowns would be good. Maybe first touchdowns because me and you correlate on that pretty well. And so we can come together and find some first tutters. So I think all of that would be a good thing, but as well as player props, maybe fancy football stuff, play fade, and whatever else. So if you have something else, hit us up on Twitter. But if you could just go get a vote kind of so we can find out what kind of content everybody likes. Because now that we're doing more of these standalone videos, we want to make sure we're producing the type of videos just like the Dinger and the video plays, the NRFIs, the YRFIs. There's no YRFI videos, but there's NRFI videos. But I think it'll be fun. Anything you want to do? Anything you're planning on doing for football?
Yeah, where's our guy D Johnson when we need him? Because I have been digging deep into punter props.
Could be fun.
Yeah, the field goal props. But I know you get dialed in with the field goal kickers, and I love those props to play anyway. But I'm looking at punting props and maybe starting to target some first half totals.
All right. Well, we're going to try to be as transparent as possible and give you as much free content, but we'll be also bringing out memberships very, very soon as we're going to start rolling that out. We have some really good ideas that we have to put stuff behind the paywall that honestly nobody else will see. You'll be the one that sees that. You'll be the one that gets, whether it's free plays or free content. So we're going to start developing more of this now that we're finally monetized. We were finally approved last night. So should be a good time. We have a lot of big things coming, but that's all we have on the show today. Yeah, I agree. I think should we do like Weekday Wagers Cowboys? Just Cowboys. I think it'd probably be our best viewed show.
I would love to do that because I would be able to sit through that entire show just like this.
And you're welcome, people. All right, that's all we got. Thank you all for hanging out with us. He is Mark. I'm DG. We'll see everybody throughout the week with our videos, but Friday we'll be back at our live show. See you then.